Okay, so if you're the type of person who makes their entire life plan on a Sunday night before starting the week, and you tell yourself this is finally the week you're going to get serious, and somehow Friday comes around and you've done like 2 things on your list, this video is for you. Because trust me, I've done this so many times. Especially on a Sunday where I feel like that's when you finally get all of the to-dos out on paper. Friday came along, I did everything. There were still like 50 items on my to-do list. I would plan out my entire week. Monday, I'm filming. Tuesday, working on my business. Like, yes, this is it. New week, new me. And then Thursday, I gave up and I'm like, I'll just wait till Monday. And for the longest time, I thought this was a discipline problem. Like, why the heck do I keep doing this? Why do I wait until the last second to do things? Why am I so freaking productive when I'm under pressure, but I'm unable to replicate that same exact urgency for myself? And then I learned something that completely changed the way I plan my goals. The problem wasn't the goal. The problem was the amount of time that I was giving myself to do it. We all know research on task delay equals procrastination, which makes sense when you think about it. If I tell you that something needs to get done today, your thought is, oh my gosh, when am I gonna do it today? If I tell you it needs to get done sometime this week, you're like, okay, tomorrow exists. So your brain is like, we got time, girl. Meanwhile, TikTok is a thing. It's right there. Everything distracting you gives you some sort of reward right now. Your goal, however, gives you a reward later. But suddenly, Friday comes, deadline close, consequences for our actions. And all of a sudden, you, me, we become the most productive women on planet Earth. So it's just ingrained in me, especially as an ADHD girly. So I started asking myself a completely different question. What if instead of trying to become more disciplined inside the same system that clearly was not working for me, I changed the system? And that's where I created my Genius Psychopath 1 to 7 method. The idea is ridiculously simple. I don't know how I didn't think about this before. Instead of treating 7 days as its own execution cycle, I treat 1 day out of the 7 days as kind of like the free-for-all. So instead of procrastinating all week on tasks I need to get done and having this entire crazy mental load on top of me, and I feel depressed, I feel anxious, I feel everything, and I feel like I'm the worst freaking human on planet Earth, I take 1 day out of the week. I manufacture the vibes so well, and I start at 6:30 in the morning. And I just keep going. I work for the entire day, 10, 15, 20 hours. I do not stop until all the tasks on my board are complete. Therefore, after that 1 day is done, I can live my life for the next 6 days. The goal isn't to do 7 times more, because instead of trying to become the type of person who is just perfectly perfect 7 days out of the week, I started doing almost the opposite. I choose 1 day out of every 7 days, and I allow myself to go absolutely insane. Now, the entire purpose behind it is to make 1 day feel heavier so that the other 6 days feel extremely lighter. This is the day where I attack everything. The work project I've been avoiding, emails, the return sitting in the car in my car, the 10-minute task that I've somehow avoided for the past 5 months, everything goes on my whiteboard. Example, my free-for-all day is usually either a Tuesday or a Thursday. Those are my days where I'm least tired. I prepare everything to the T the night before. That includes going to sleep early, literally making it so I wake up completely rested. I give myself ample amount of time to sleep so that when I wake up exactly at 6:30, I hop straight into my desk and I start to work. And not only did I do it for myself, I've actually done this exact method for a couple of business owner friends of mine, where I could go over to their place and they might need my help of something. We start super duper early and we get an entire sales funnel, ads, videos, VSLs completely built in a day. I'm not telling you to somehow shove 7 days worth of work into a random Saturday. You still have responsibilities over the next 6 days. Your free-for-all day is for the accumulation, all those things that just keep getting pushed back. So all of these open loops that are following you around, you give it one place to go. And the biggest part of this as well is usually when you receive these things, you put it in the back of your mind and it just hangs over the top of your head while you are going by your life and while you're going about your day-to-day life, and it does show up unintentionally, unconsciously, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you do feel subconsciously more tired, more stressed out. Let's say your free-for-all day is on a Tuesday and you receive a small, not urgent task on a Thursday. Instead of letting it hang over your head, you have exactly a day where you're going to do this. It doesn't have to be today. You could just put it on your whiteboard. Tuesday comes around and you know, okay, I'm gonna get it done during that day. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all of those days, instead of having those hang over your head, having those tasks hang over your head, you know, Tuesday, I'm going to be able to finish this. So the easiest breakdown is just to, number one, pick your day. After throughout the week, you've accumulated the tasks. You start at 6:30 in the morning and literally you don't stop until board zero. Now, there are a couple of rules to your 1 to 7 day. The first one is completely go DND. What does that mean? You must completely go off radar, basically. You turn off your phone, or if you can't do that and you need your phone to work, turn off the notifications. A big plus if you have that little brick thing that I do have, it's just not with me right now. You don't book any appointments, you don't book any meetings. You have your food for the day literally right next to you. Don't give yourself any stupid reasons to leave the room. I personally like to go into my basement where I don't have any windows and I could just put on some artificial lights. So if the sun is setting, that doesn't bother me at all. Because unintentionally, when the sun sets, you're like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Or if the weather is muddy, you're like, I don't want to work anymore. You completely remove those elements. The whole premise is you're locking yourself in that door. You're going deep work mode. The second rule that I have that's more of like assistance to getting this done is what I call manufacturing my environment. I know the specific things that make me feel more motivated or put me in that headspace. For me, those are lighting up candles or having lo-fi in the background while I'm working. I have a nice cup of coffee with me. Now remember, this isn't about technically that one day. This is about the 6 other days that become unimaginably lighter. You don't have that mental load anymore. You aren't thinking about all of the different things that you have to do. You are able to fully enjoy your life and be fully present. You can put your phone away. And also, honestly, this has led to me being more disciplined and more consistent on my other days. Because on the other days, I'm like, okay, I have to go to the gym. But before I was like, okay, but I have to do this, and I ended up not going to gym and feeling overwhelmed, staying in bed, not doing anything at all. I got most of the work done during my 1 to 7 day. And so the other days, I really didn't have any excuse not to go to the gym. Or I felt good to go to the gym, or I felt good to go out and do something that I was supposed to be doing, taking a class or learning something else. Your other 6 days will become exponentially lighter. And this is what I want to challenge you to do. For the next 7 days, go ahead and make your board, whether it be a whiteboard, a Notion template that I'm going to be coming out with soon, or list. Just make your list, but your mindset will need to shift. Your to-do list is not for right now. Your to-do list is just you're accumulating your tasks because you know that you're going to get them all done in one day and you're going to feel so much lighter. Now, if you want me to go even more into depth and into more productivity systems, specifically for us ladies who have ADHD, leave me a comment. Tell me what you're struggling with the most. Make sure to subscribe, and I'm going to be releasing an episode very soon, breaking down even more methods on how you can be ridiculously productive.